Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some really fascinating AI research
Okay.
that you sent over to us. It's a paper called RL plus Transformer, a general purpose problem solver.
Yeah, so this research is really looking at how we can get AI to not just solve, very specific problems, but actually learn how to solve new ones it's never seen before.
Okay, so it's not just about pre-programmed responses.
Right.
It's about an AI that can actually figure things out on its own.
Yeah.
How is that even possible?
So the researchers here use a combination of different techniques,
Okay.
but one of the key ingredients here is this idea of the transformer architecture.
Oh, okay. I've heard of transformers, but could you just remind me, what makes them so special for AI?
So think of a transformer like a really efficient filter for information.
Okay.
Imagine you're trying to find one very important email
Right?
in just like a completely flooded inbox.
Yeah.
A transformer can quickly sift through all that data
Okay.
and zero in on what's most relevant, ignoring all the noise.
So it helps the AI focus.
Right.
But how does it actually learn? How does it go from just filtering information to actually gaining knowledge and improving?
So that's where reinforcement learning comes into play.
Oh, okay.
The AI basically learns by trial and error.
Okay.
It gets rewarded for good decisions and then penalized for bad ones.
Kind of like, training a dog with treats.
Exactly.
Good behavior gets a reward.
Yeah.
Bad behavior doesn't.
But this research actually takes it a step further
Okay.
with something called in-context reinforcement learning, or ICRL.
ICRL. Okay.
And what's really fascinating about ICRL is that the AI continuously learns and adapts within a task.
So it's not just following a set of instructions. It's actually learning as it goes.
Yeah,
Kind of like writing its own rule book on the fly.
that's a great way to put it.
Okay.
So to really test this, they use this game called Frozen Lake.
Frozen Lake. Okay.
Imagine like a video game world,
Okay.
and it's covered in ice. And you can only see like the square you're standing on.
Okay.
You can't see the whole map.
Right.
And your goal is to reach a treasure chest.
Oh,
But one wrong step
Yeah.
can send you plunging into like a hidden hole.
gotcha.
So they basically drop the AI into this icy world
Right.
and see if it can figure out how to reach that treasure.
Okay. And how did it do?
The results were incredible.
Really?
First of all, the AI was able to solve new frozen lake maps that it had never seen before.
Wait, so it could take what it learned
Yeah.
and apply it to a completely different map.
Yes.
That's pretty impressive.
And it wasn't just solving them.
Okay.
It was actually getting better over time, just from experience.
So it's it's becoming more intelligent with
Yeah.
each attempt.
It was really like watching it become
Well-
more intelligent.
That's starting to sound a little scary.
Well, keep in mind, this is all within, the controlled environment of the Frozen Lake game.
Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. But still, the fact that it can improve on its own like that
Yeah.
is pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
What else did they find?
Well, the AI even showed some success
Okay.
on larger, more complex maps
Yeah.
that were totally outside of what it was trained on.
So even when they threw a real curveball at it,
Yeah,
it could still use what it had learned and adapt.
right.
Wow. Did they find anything else that surprised them?
One really interesting discovery was that the AI actually learned effectively,
Okay.
even when it was trained on data from other AIs making tons of mistakes.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought AI needed perfect data to learn from.
It's kind of counterintuitive, but it turns out that this
Yeah.
actually makes the AI much more robust.
Oh.
So it doesn't need to be spoon-fed like perfect examples.
Yeah.
It can learn from flawed data, which is
Wow.
much more realistic for, the real world,
Totally. Yeah.
where things aren't always perfect.
So it's learning in a much more human-like way.
Yeah.
Figuring things out.
Wh-
Even when the information it's given is messy or incomplete.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
But are there any downsides to this type of learning?
Well, one of the challenges is that this type of learning can be a bit unpredictable.
Okay.
It can be hard to know exactly how the AI is learning
Right.
and what strategies it's developing.
So it's kind of like a black box.
Yeah.
We know it's getting better,
Right.
but we don't know exactly how.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the ongoing challenges with AI research.
Okay.
We're constantly striving to make these systems
Right.
more transparent and understandable.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm really curious to hear about the specific tasks that this AI can actually do.
Okay.
What are we talking about here?
Well, one of the things they tested
Yeah.
was the AI's ability to adapt to changes
Oh,
within the frozen lake environment.
right, right.
So they actually altered the map mid-game,
Okay.
and the AI detected the shift
Wow.
and adjusted its strategy.
So it's not just following like a pre-programmed plan, right? It's actually sensing changes in its environment
Yeah.
and reacting to them like in real time.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
It is this ability to adapt to these dynamic environments
Right.
is really crucial for real-world problem solving.
Yeah.
You know, if it can only solve problems
Right.
in a static environment,
Yeah.
then it's not going to be that useful.
So instead of being limited to like one specific task, this AI has the potential to tackle all sorts of problems
Yeah.
that it's never encountered before.
Exactly.
This is starting to feel like something out of like a science fiction movie.
It's definitely a major step forward in AI research.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
really is remarkable to see how far AI has come.
Yeah.
It seems like it's learning to think more like us,
Yeah.
adapting to changes,
Mm-hmm.
figuring things out on the fly.
Yeah, and this research with ICRL really highlights this crucial aspect of human-like intelligence,
Okay.
which is the ability to not only learn from experience,
Right.
but to combine like different skills and knowledge to solve new problems.
You mentioned earlier that the AI showed signs of something called in-context behavior stitching.
Right.
What exactly does that mean?
So think of it like this.
Okay.
Imagine you're a chef
Okay.
who has mastered a variety of cooking techniques.
Right.
You know how to saute,
Yeah.
roast, grill, bake.
Hmm.
Now you're faced with a new recipe
Okay.
that you've never seen before.
Right.
You don't panic
Right.
because you can draw on your existing skills
Yeah.
and combine them in creative ways
Wow.
to create something delicious.
So the AI is kind of like that chef,
Yeah,
taking different skills that it's learned,
right.
piecing them together to
Yeah.
solve a new challenge.
Precisely.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what the limits of this technology really are.
Well, like any learner, this AI still has areas where it can improve.
Okay.
One of the challenges the researchers identified
Yeah.
is this idea of the exploration problem.
Okay, tell me more about that. What is the exploration problem?
So imagine you're exploring a new city for the first time.
Okay.
If you're too afraid to venture off the beaten path,
Right.
you might miss out on some hidden gems.
So you need a balance between
Yeah,
sticking with what you know
Yeah.
and trying new things.
exactly. And the same goes for AI.
Okay.
If it's not encouraged to explore,
Yeah.
it might get stuck in a rut
Right.
and never discover like the best solution to a problem.
So how do you encourage an AI to be more adventurous?
That's a great question. It's a key question that researchers are grappling with.
Yeah.
One approach is to develop better reward systems.
Right.
Instead of just rewarding the AI for reaching the goal,
Yeah.
you could also reward it for trying new things
Okay.
and exploring different possibilities.
So even if an action doesn't lead to immediate success,
Yeah.
it might be rewarded
Yeah.
if it opens up new avenues for learning.
Right. It's about encouraging the AI to think long term
Okay.
and not be afraid to take risks that could lead to greater rewards down the line.
That makes sense. Are there any other approaches that they're exploring
Yeah.
to tackle this exploration problem?
Another promising avenue is model-based reinforcement learning, or MBRL.
MBRL. Okay.
And with MBRL, the AI actually learns to build like a mental model of its
Okay.
environment.
So instead of just randomly trying things,
Yeah,
it can actually simulate different scenarios
right.
and predict the consequences of its actions.
Exactly. It's like the AI is building
Yeah.
its own virtual reality simulator
Okay.
in its head.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, and this could be a game changer for exploration because it
Mhm.
allows the AI to safely test out a
Right.
wider range of possibilities
Right.
without having to risk, real-world consequences.
Now, this Frozen Lake game,
Yeah.
while it's a clever testing ground,
Right.
is it really complex enough to capture the nuances of, like, real-world problems?
That's a great question. And while Frozen Lake is a simplified representation,
Okay.
it allows researchers to study these fundamental principles
Okay.
of AI learning
Mm.
in a controlled environment. It's like a
Mhm.
stepping stone
Yeah.
to more complex challenges.
So it's not about perfectly replicating the real world. It's
Yeah.
about creating an environment where we can study
Exact.
how AI learns and adapts,
Yeah.
and then apply those lessons
Yeah.
to more complex scenarios.
Precisely. And what's so exciting about this research
Yeah.
is that it shows how even a relatively simple algorithm like DQN,
Okay.
when paired with the power of a transformer,
Right.
can lead to such remarkable learning capabilities.
It seems like we're just scratching the surface of what AI can do.
Yeah.
Who knows what incredible breakthroughs are just around the corner.
The possibilities are truly mind-boggling.
Yeah.
As researchers continue to push the boundaries of AI,
Right.
we can expect to see even more impressive demonstrations of problem-solving
Yeah.
and adaptability.
This deep dive has really opened my eyes to the potential of AI. But it's also made me realize just how much we still don't know.
That's the beauty of scientific exploration.
Yeah.
Every new discovery leads to more questions and challenges,
Right.
propelling us further down the path of knowledge.
It's exciting and a little bit humbling
Yeah.
to think about how much there is still to learn about AI.
Yeah.
If you had to choose like one key takeaway from this research,
Okay.
what would it be?
I think the most mind-blowing takeaway is this shift
Okay.
from specialized AI to these generalized learning machines.
All right.
AI is no longer just about solving specific tasks.
Right.
It's about learning how to learn and adapt in real time.
So instead of building an AI that's only good at playing chess,
Right.
we're now on the path to creating AI that can learn to play any game,
Yeah.
solve complex equations,
Yeah.
write poetry,
Right.
and who knows what else.
Who knows?
It's like we're giving AI the tools
Yeah.
to become a lifelong learner,
Right.
just like us.
Exactly. And this research with ICRL and the Frozen Lake game
Right.
is a glimpse of what might be possible.
Yeah.
It's a sign that we're moving towards AI that can truly become like a general purpose problem solver.
Right.
Capable of tackling challenges we can't even imagine today.
It's incredible to think about the potential applications
Yeah.
in fields like healthcare,
Yeah.
climate change, space exploration.
Absolutely.
The list goes on and on.
It does.
But with all this potential comes a sense of responsibility, right?
Yeah.
We need to make sure that we're developing AI
Right.
in a way that benefits all of humanity.
Absolutely. As AI becomes more powerful
Yeah.
and more integrated into our lives,
Right?
it's crucial that we approach these advancements
Yeah.
with both enthusiasm and a healthy dose of caution,
Right.
ensuring that we're using this technology for good.
This deep dive has been a real eye-opener for me. I'm walking away with a much deeper understanding
we do.
of the incredible strides we're making in AI
Yeah.
and the important questions we need to be asking as this technology continues to evolve.
It's been a pleasure exploring this fascinating topic with you.
Likewise.
And to our listener, I hope this deep dive has sparked your curiosity and giving you a new perspective on the potential of AI.
If this research has you thinking about the future of AI
Yeah.
and the possibilities it holds,
Mm-hmm.
we encourage you to explore the source material further.
Yeah.
We've included links in the show notes.
Great.
And as always, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Absolutely.
What are your hopes and concerns about AI?
Yeah.
What questions are you pondering after this deep dive?
Yeah.
Connect with us on social media or leave a comment on our website.
Yeah.
We're always eager to continue the conversation.
Until next time,
Yeah.
keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep learning.
Yes.
The future of AI is a story that's still being written,
Right.
and we're all part of it.
That's it for this episode of The Deep Dive.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for joining us.